Another episode of the Sports Nest Podcast. My name is Peyton.
I'm Will.
And we're finally back from spring break. We had a good little break, but I was in Dominican Republic. I had no service to watch March Madness, the best time of the year, which absolutely blew. But I was keeping up with scores. I got a VPN going, and so we watched some games. We watched some good games. The UConn game was really good. Then we watched some bad games. As a Clemson fan here, that was absolutely brutal.
Terrible game. I was like glued to the couch on Thursday and Friday. A lot of really good games, but the round of 64 honestly was kind of lackluster. It wasn't that great. We saw a couple upsets. I mean, Clemson played absolutely horrible. That was really hard to see. And McNeese got out right away in the next round, so I don't know. What are your thoughts on the Clemson game, man?
Man, it made us look so bad that Purdue absolutely dominated McNeese the whole game. Clemson, They couldn't shoot the ball. They couldn't do anything, man. Nothing at all. Chase Hunter started out with 0 points in the first half. Ian had 1 point the whole entire game.
Terrible,
he posted more brand deals that game than he had points.
Victor Larkin also played terrible.
Victor fouled out, had a bad technical when we were actually making a pretty good comeback. And then you had Chauncey Wiggins, who also couldn't shoot the ball. He couldn't shoot the side of a barn, man.
He was one of the leading scorers on the team in the game, but like it was a horrible game all around. That doesn't justify anything about his performance. But yeah, Shefflin 1 point, totally unacceptable. He's a senior. He's been playing good the whole year, and he just went totally cold. I don't know what happened. Chase Hunter 0 points in the first half. As a sixth-year senior, didn't start his freshman year, I guess, but as a starter, pretty much his whole career, doing that, having 0 points in the first half is totally unacceptable. And it's just a terrible way to finish your career. I mean, he had a really good second half, though, I will say.
Yeah, the only one that gets a pass in my book is Jaden Zachary. He played his ass off the whole game, man.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he played really good.
He hustled the whole time till the last whistle. I mean, just the way everything transpired, I thought it was going Clemson's way. I mean, Will Wade announced to NC State 2 days before the game. Then you have Brad sign an extension the day before the game.
Yeah.
And then boom, going into the game, I was feeling vibes were high for me.
Yeah, they were high.
I knew that.
Vibes were really high.
And then you come out, scored the least amount of points and a half in NCAA tournament history. Really?
Yeah.
That's piss poor. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, it was really bad. Clemson also is having some trouble in the portal, too. A lot of guys are leaving. Del Jones, Chauncey Wiggins, Asa Thomas. Del Jones was definitely the worst guy to leave. Would have probably started next year if he stayed. Very good player, but it's just a shame. I mean, Chauncey and Asa I'm not too upset about, but I think Brad will do work in the portal, and we have a good recruiting class coming in, so I'm not too concerned.
Have a very good recruiting class coming in. We have also 2 redshirts that sat on the bench all year, both 4-stars.
Yep.
Brad last year he recruited Victor Larkin out of the portal, Miles Foster, Jaden Zachary, and Christian Reeves. I expect him to do that again.
Did you say Victor Larkin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I said Victor Larkin.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you have 6 spots open, 6 scholarship spots open, so I expect Brad to do that again, and honestly, even more. I mean, he last year, he cooked in the portal. That's what made our team this year. I mean, the additions of Larkin and Zachary were the biggest things on the team by far, with Chase Hunter leading the squad. But you need more veteran additions. You can't just go out there with 2 redshirt freshmen, Dylan Hunter leading the point, and the rest of the freshmen coming in on the way too. You have to have some leadership out there.
Yeah, Dallas Tom. What's his name? I forget.
You have Ace Buckner and Dallas Thomas.
Ace Buckner and Dallas Thomas. Yeah, sorry, I just completely blanked. They're going to be good players. It's obviously going to take some time to get into the swing of college and all those kind of athletics. But I think starting 5-wise, Dylan Hunter is going to be he's going to take on Chase's role, and I guess is Jake Heidbreder a starter too now?
No, they're going to. He's not starting. He can't. I mean, he can't. He's supposed to be shooting. He can't hit the side of a barn.
Yeah,
as a 3-point specialist.
He couldn't make anything at the end of the year.
It makes no sense to me why he was in the game at some of the times. Made absolutely no sense. It really made me mad seeing him in there. He can't play defense. He can't dribble. He can't drive. I don't know what he was in there for. We were playing 4 against 5.
Yeah.
So he's going to be coming off the bench. I don't know if he'll get any playing time. He probably will. But they need to get 5 solid transfers that are coming and absolutely light it on fire. I know it's going to be a little down year for Clemson basketball probably, but it's not going to be as much as a fall off as people think.
Yeah, but don't discredit how well Clemson played this year. They beat
100%.
Duke. Yeah, well, not you. I'm just saying, just to our viewers. But they went 30-5 to finish the year. Made it to the semifinals of the ACC tournament. Third team, best team in the conference. I mean, this team did really well. Beat Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina. I mean, it was a really good year. It's just a shame it all went the way it did.
Yeah, it was a historic year in Clemson around here. I mean, he had the most ACC wins in history. Had the most school wins in history, I'm pretty sure. Coming off an Elite Eight run last year. I mean, Brad, he's been coaching very well the past 2 years. I'm happy they signed him to a contract. Now people are saying, "Oh, get rid of Brad. Get rid of this." There was nothing he could have fixed with how the players are playing, man.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
It wasn't his fault at all. Maybe Brad could have like came out, had a team coming out a little less lackluster. However, you can't fix the shooting problems that they had at the end of the season, the turnover problems that would just happen out of nowhere. I mean, Chase Hunter, like you were saying, 6-year senior, had backcourt violation in the first half where he just like dribbled over it, then he stepped back with his left foot. You can't have that, man. You can't blame that on Brad.
Terrible. Yeah, I don't know. You can't blame it on him. And I think the really key issue we were having was not having Dylan Hunter in the game because he was such a key rotation player. And I could tell that Zachary and Chase Hunter were getting tired. They were balling out the whole in the second half, and Zachary the whole game. But I mean, Dylan Hunter was a really key player, and just the rotation was a lot of whack, and it just didn't help that Locken got into foul trouble again. When he's in foul trouble, we always do bad.
Yeah, always. But, congrats on Clemson on a good year. Hopefully we get some portal news soon of some of the players we're getting.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for next year still with the freshmen we have coming in and the 2 red shirts that are coming off the bench next season. So we'll see how that's going to go. Next up on the list, we want to talk about Ole Miss. Where did this come from, man? I did not expect this at all. I had North Carolina in my brackets going to Sweet 16.
So did I.
I had them. I thought it was no question for me. They were going to be Ole Miss first round. North Carolina looked really good in their last 4-in game. But what do you think about Ole Miss?
I don't know. They're a very a sleeper team. I know they're part of the SEC, and the SEC is the best conference in basketball right now. But that doesn't discredit how they've done. They looked really good against Iowa State. They were up 30 at one point.
They made Iowa State look awful.
Yeah, they did. They made them look horrible. I mean, Iowa State was losing. They didn't have one of their best players, but that doesn't just go to show they should have. It should have been a closer game, in my opinion. I thought it was going to be, and I thought Iowa State probably was going to win that game before watching it, obviously. But yeah, Sean Padula's a dog.
Yeah, dude, Ole Miss looked good. They were one of those teams at SEC. I thought that would go nowhere. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I didn't expect this at all. I definitely Arkansas, of course, Sweet 16. I had Arkansas above them, because they have a legendary coach.
They do.
So I put their players in the same category. But Ole Miss doesn't have that legendary coach like that. So it just really surprises me that they've gotten this far. And heck, the way Michigan State's playing right now, they're gonna make that look like a game, man.
Yeah, Michigan State has been starting super slow in the tournament. I thought they were going to lose to New Mexico.
I was so scared, dude. That was so scary.
Yeah, but Ole Miss, they just got to get off to a hot start like they did against Iowa State. And if they go up big early, I think they could probably keep the lead and beat Michigan State. But Michigan State's a really good team. Maybe they'll figure things out.
Really good team. You have Richardson on the squad. He's leading the way as a freshman. Yeah. Probably the best player on that team.
Probably, yeah.
And I think Michigan State personally still wins that game, but I think Ole Miss is going to make it a dang good game because
I agree with you.
Yeah, they're going to make it a dang good game. I'm very excited for that game. I'm excited for all these games, but this one in particular, just because I didn't see Ole Miss coming, they came out of nowhere. That's why it's making it more exciting for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm a big Tom Izzo guy. I'd like to see Michigan State win this game. And how about did you see what he said today about the whole portal thing and how he's like, I'm going to focus on our guys, this is our time. I'm not going to worry about all the transfer portal stuff. He's like, if that screws us over down in a long road, I don't care. So I really like him.
Yeah, that is one thing I want to complain about for the NCAA. That is terrible that they have the portal open up during the tournament.
Yeah, just
all the 16 teams, 16 of the best teams in the country are still in the tournament, and 32 of these teams just came off of a loss or a win, and it opens up the day after some of these guys play.
It's crazy. And did you see what Michigan Justin Pippen did? Scottie Pippen's son. He left Michigan mid Sweet 16. Isn't that crazy?
It is. It is from the viewer, but even the Michigan coach said that some of these players have to do that because their spots get taken up by other guys that they're going to recruit before them. So they can't afford to stay on the team that long.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess that's a good point.
It's just the whole system's out of whack. They just need to have the date
Yep.
right after the tournament. It just makes no sense to me. I think that's very bad by the NCAA. I think this puts the kids in a bad position, the coaches in a bad position, and honestly, it's a reason why the media is talking about basketball. College basketball is on the decline right now.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith had a lot to say about that too.
He went off,
Yeah, he
bro.
did. Yeah. I think that in terms of like from the coaching viewpoint, they're literally having to coach a team and recruit at the same time right now. Like John Calipari was like, yeah, we have to have a meeting on Monday about who we want to take, who we're looking at. Like, it's crazy. Like they got to focus all this time when they're in this. He's only supposed to be focusing on the tournament, but he's got to focus on the portal too. It's crazy.
They put them in such a bad situation.
Yeah.
It bothers me to see that because it's just not. That's not how it's supposed to be. Because in it, you gotta think professional. All right, we're gonna call it professional sports. Like it's like professional sports now. The NFL free agency after the season, NBA free agency after the season. Same with MLB. Same with any other professional sport, but college basketball.
Yep.
Makes no sense to me, and they need to change that next year.
Yeah, I think with a lot of complaining, I think they'll kind of change that.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a movement because it's getting out of hand where it shouldn't be like that at all. It should not be like that.
Yeah.
Next thing we want to talk about is second best player in all of college basketball, Walter Clayton. How are we feeling about him?
He's a beast, bro. He, in my mind, I think he's better than Janai. Is that how you say Janai Broom?
Janai Broom, yeah.
I was getting clowned about that, or like in one of my videos. Oh, it's not Johnny, but whatever. Walter Clayton, he was a bucket against UConn. He's been looking good the whole year. SEC tournament MVP. He just dropped like 23 against UConn.
Clutch shot after clutch shot.
Oh, yeah. He hit every clutch shot in the late game. Like, he's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how he's not the top two player. I mean, I know it's between Cooper and Broom, but Cooper Flag and Broom, but like, I don't know. He makes a valid case.
In my eyes, Janai Broom, if you're the second best player in the nation, you can't put up 8 points in a tournament game.
Yeah.
Even if it's against Kalkbrenner, 7-foot guy.
He locked him down.
He locked him down. He had 8 points.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he shot. He didn't shoot that good. You can't do that as people say he's the second best player in player of the year contention.
Yep.
So, I mean, if like say Steph Curry did that in the playoffs, people would absolutely clown him. But people are defending Broom. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think Clayton's number 2 right behind Cooper Flag. Flag has been looking super good in the tournament.
Yeah, Flag is unanimous number 1 now.
Yeah,
in my eyes, unanimous.
Yeah, I agree
easily,
with you.
easily.
Yeah. But Clayton makes a valid case, and he played. It's kind of cool. He played for Iona a couple years ago.
And that's UConn beat them to start their historic 2-year run. Hasn't lost in the tournament.
Yeah.
Then Walter Clayton put him down.
Yeah, put him down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was super cool. Walter Clayton's. I mean, did you also see he lost 30 pounds? I think before the season or before last season.
Did he really?
In order to be in this place today, in his starting lineup today, and just being the player he is today. So it shows the kid. I mean, he has guts, man. He's awesome. I'm really rooting for him in the tournament. He's just really fun to see. He started off the game a little cold, but I mean, he kept his demeanor, good head on him, and he ended up going all towards the end of the game. I mean, he put UConn away, Dan Hurley away. I didn't really like the way Dan Hurley. I know I'm switching topics here. Dan Hurley stormed off the court, was saying it was the ref's fault.
Yeah.
I hope they don't. They were saying something to Baylor's coach. I hope they don't mess him up.
Yeah.
Like he messed them up. The refs didn't mess that up. That made no sense. Walter Clayton just put y'all away. Own up to it like a man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Dan Hurley's got kind of an arrogant like air to him. Like, you know, he's better than everyone else. I mean, he is the best coach in college basketball, but like have some humility in class.
I agree, but I'm disliking him more and more each day by some of the stuff he says, in my opinion. But Walter Clayton, number 2 overall player in college basketball.
Dog.
He's an absolute dog. Love it. Next thing we want to talk is Duke even beatable?
Man, I don't know. Like, we saw Tyrese Proctor go off in that game, and it just kind of like goes to show like anyone on their starting 5 can like have a crazy game.
Tyrese, it feels like he hasn't missed a 3 since the ACC tournament.
He really hasn't. Yeah, he's been going off. He had like 25 points, 7 for 8.
1 3,
Yeah, 7 for 8 from 3. He was like, it was nothing but net every time. He was on fire. I don't know, man. Duke looks really, really good.
I mean, you have Knipple, who shot 5 shots, 14 points.
Yep.
shooting 5 shots on 14 points as a he's the third option.
Yep.
And of course you have Flag. I mean, he's an
he had
absolute beast.
19 points against Baylor.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast. But,
Yeah.
I mean, they made Baylor look like a 12 or 13 seed, man. They didn't.
Yeah.
They made Baylor look bad.
I know.
I mean, they were winning by 25 at one point. It wasn't a game the whole time.
Yeah, they stopped Jeremy Roach's homecoming game. Like
Yeah,
from him,
I feel bad for him a little
I felt
bit.
bad too. He's like getting all emotional at the end. I mean, as he should. It's his last game.
Yeah, I just don't know who could beat them. They look dang good, man. They look good.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna lose to Arizona next round at all. I think they'll probably win that game by 15 points.
Caleb Love season.
Caleb
baby.
Love, yeah. Hey, he played really good against Oregon, by the way. Caleb Love, 29 points.
Oh man.
I know you don't. I know you don't like him, but like he played a good game.
No, I'll give props where props are due. He played dang good. I had Oregon going to Sweet 16,
Yep.
but dang, he shot lights out and clutch shot after clutch shot again. I mean,
Yeah.
he had 26 you
20,
said?
29.
29.
Yeah.
He went off.
Yeah, he had a really good game, and his experience in the tournament is like showing. And it's kind of cool. He eliminated Duke back in the Final Four when he was a freshman, so it's going to be really interesting to see how he does against them this time.
So if someone does knock off Duke, who do you think would be?
Well, I think they'll beat Arizona, and then they have to play the winner of BYU Alabama.
I don't think either of those teams would.
Yeah, I low key like BYU's been looking really good. I think they'll beat Alabama.
I do too, but Duke's a different animal.
They are a different animal. Yeah. If anything, I think BYU could give them a really good game. And then after that, Duke would be playing Houston's pool, that side of the bracket. I don't think Houston can beat Duke or any of those
It's
teams.
going to have to be like Florida.
Yeah, Florida or Auburn, I guess, or Michigan State.
Auburn's not beating them.
Yeah.
Auburn's not beating. Auburn hasn't looked that good. I don't think.
Yeah.
They haven't looked that good.
Yeah. Speaking of Auburn, Tahad Pettiford had to come in and save the day for them.
Yeah, man. Didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, 23 points. He's not even a starter for their team. Like that's how it's crazy. He's like a Devin Booker type of
All
player.
these super seniors they have, and then the second best player in the nation. And you have to have a bench guy coming and save
Yeah, the
them.
freshman. He's tough, but I'm surprised he doesn't start. Honestly,
Yeah,
but like I
yeah.
mean he's a freshman, but like he's tough.
Yeah, I just don't see Duke losing to Auburn, but I could see Florida beating them. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next thing we want to talk about is the transfer portal opened yesterday.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of notable guys. You have Mountain West Player of the Year from New Mexico.
Yeah.
Remind me his name.
I don't know his name. I
Nice.
forget. But yeah, averaging 20 points a game. I forgot. I wish I knew his name. I forgot.
You have a lot of solid talent coming out. McNeely from Virginia.
Yep.
But then one notable name I saw that I did not expect at all is North Carolina freshman Elliot Cadeau.
Yeah, I did not expect that at all.
What are your thoughts?
He was going to be the guy for the team next year, going to be their starting point guard, and now he's in the portal.
They lost Washington too.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know why he decided to leave. Maybe he just wanted a fresh start because I don't know. I think they're gonna get some guys in the portal, and they've already shown a lot of interest in a bunch of people. I'm sure they'll get some good players. I don't know. Maybe he's getting a bag elsewhere. Maybe that's why he's leaving.
Tiger.
That would be insane.
That would be sick. I mean,
he's a good player. I like him. I think he has a lot to work on in terms of turnover prevention and 3-point shot. But he's a good player. He's got a really good ball handle.
it's just playmaking stuff that happens with a freshman. The game always
Yeah.
speeds up every level you go up.
Yeah. Is he a freshman or sophomore?
I'm pretty sure he was a freshman this year, right?
Oh, he played last year, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't play that at all then last year, did he?
I don't remember. I think he played a little bit. Anyway, it's just crazy to see that he left. I haven't heard where he's looking yet for teams or according to his agent or whatever, where he's been reaching out to. I'm assuming he's going to go to an SEC school, Big 10 or Big 12. I don't know if he'll stay in the ACC, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, SEC team's probably going to poach him, give him a lot of money.
Yeah.
So we'll see about that. But there's been a lot of notable names in the portal that I've noticed that are very good. I mean, you had one of the first commits today actually was the Drake player that followed his
Bennett
coach
Sturts.
that followed his coach to
He's
Iowa.
tough. Yeah.
And he was just shooting one-legged three-pointers left and right out there for him.
Yeah.
But that's one of the first players I've seen that actually has committed so far. It's just
Yeah.
getting heated up. I saw a stat that last year set the record for how many portal people hit the portal was like 400 to 500 kids. I can't remember the exact
Now it's
number.
1,000.
Now it's 1,000 kids.
Yeah, it's insane.
It doubled in
Yeah.
over a year, which or
ridiculous.
just less than a year, which is just
Yeah.
like insane to think about. It's changing the game today. We already talked about how it needs to be open later in the year,
Yeah.
but it just changing the game how it is today. And I just think it's absolutely crazy how it's doubled.
Yeah, it's crazy. You just got to change for the times, I guess. That's just the world we're in now. I don't see it. I mean, they'll obviously do regulations and everything, but like, that's just how it is now.
But just think about how there's 15 people on a college basketball team. You have 15 spots.
Yeah.
And 1,000 people are transferring.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
I
insane.
guarantee you a lot of people will end up coming back to their school that they were just at. Maybe, you
There's
know what
not
I mean?
gonna be spots open for anyone, bro. Like, no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm
Yeah,
agreeing
you're
with you.
right. I'm just thinking to myself, well, I don't know then. Like, I don't know what they're going to do.
It makes no sense. But people hitting the
Yeah.
portal, good luck to you. Don't know what's going to happen with it, but it's an exciting time for fans. So
Yeah.
it spices the game up
Yeah.
when your team's out. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
Did you see Mikey Williams is in the portal?
Yeah, he's going to Nihao, China. That's where he's going.
UCF, what up?
All right, now we want to do some rapid fire picks. Let's go.
Yeah.
BYU, Alabama.
Oh, I wasn't ready. All right. Say it
No,
again. Say it again.
BYU, Alabama.
BYU,
Maryland, Florida.
Florida,
Arizona, Duke.
Duke,
Arkansas, Texas Tech.
Arkansas,
Ole Miss, Michigan State.
Michigan State,
Kentucky, Tennessee.
Tennessee,
Michigan, Auburn.
Auburn,
Purdue, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst game of the whole thing. That's a terrible game.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
does not move me at all. Good
Yeah.
picks, though. Good picks.
Yeah.
I like that.
What do you think for the games? I know, like you asked me
I
already.
got
but
BYU, Florida,
Okay.
Duke, Texas Tech,
Yep.
Michigan State. Give me Tennessee. Give me Michigan, and give me Houston.
Wow, Michigan.
Danny Wolf going off against Auburn, 25 points, book it.
I really like that pick. I'm picking Auburn to win that game, but Danny Wolf and Vlad. I think Vlad could actually cook Broom in that game.
Yeah, no, I think
He's
Broom's going to
nasty.
suck.
Yeah.
Broom sucks. He's not
Yeah,
good.
but Michigan's got a really good starting five. Danny Wolf, I think, will have a really big game. I expect him to put over 20 points if they want to beat them.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. But that was our rapid fire picks, and that was our show. We're wrapping it up.
Yep.
Another March Madness episode done. Elite Eight incoming this weekend as well. So we're both locked into the tournament. We've been watching so much basketball.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we'll be watching the games together, and we'll try and get out as much content as we can within the next few days, because this is our biggest time, honestly.
Biggest time of the year,
So,
baby. Let's
yeah,
go.
we'll just start pumping out clips on Instagram. We'll post this on YouTube. So, just stay tuned and keep following us, man.
Sports Nest Podcast out. Peace.